Hi, I'm Gina. Thanks for joining me today. This video is going to focus on some stretches for our tight shoulders and both some strengthening and some stretching for our hips, where we usually tend to carry a lot of tension and tightness. So have a mat or something, a non-slip surface. If you have something to sit up on, that would be great. Help to find a better neutral position for your spine. I have a folded up blanket. You can use a folded up towel or a firm cushion, whatever you have to sit on. This first part you can actually do seated in a chair if you'd like. So from this nice cross-legged shape, find even balance on your sit bones. Find the length of your spine and make sure your head is balanced right on top of the spine. We get into our tech neck, letting the head come forward. So think of drawing the chin slightly back, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Let the hands rest on the thighs with the palms facing down or up, whatever feels comfortable for you. And we're going to take a few moments to focus on our breathing. So very gently let your eyes close or just take a soft gaze down. And just begin to check in with your breathing, just noticing your breath. Just feeling the gentle flow of each inhale and exhale. Then begin to take a deeper breath in and a longer breath out. So as you breathe in through the nose, breathe all the way down into the bottom of the lungs. As you breathe out, draw the belly towards the spine to help engage the abdominal muscles and the diaphragm to release the breath. And again, think full inhales, long exhales. As you breathe in, think of filling the lungs from the bottom to the top, feeling that expansion through all four sides of the torso. As you breathe out, release the breath from the top of the lungs to the bottom, maintaining that length in your spine as the breath releases. So very gently let the eyes open. So you want to keep that same rhythm and flow with your breath as you move through your practice. So always thinking that full breath in, long breath out as you're moving. So we're going to start with some movements here seated for the shoulders. So bring the hands to the ends of the knees. And we're going to start by taking the left hand over on top of the right hand. And then inhale, bring the left arm all the way diagonally up and behind you, getting a little stretch in the front of the chest and feeling those muscles in the back of the shoulder blade working. And then exhale, bring the arm all the way back up and over to that right knee. So we'll keep that going a few times with the breath. So inhale, bring that arm all the way up, looking a little bit behind you as you bring that arm behind you. And then exhale, bring it all the way up and let it come back to that right knee. A couple more times. Inhale, sweep that arm all the way up and around. Exhaling, bring that arm all the way back to meet the right. One more time. Inhale, twisting as you release that arm behind you, and exhale. Bring it back to center. And then just let the left hand come back to the left knee. Take a moment, recenter. Inhale and exhale. Now bring the right hand to the left knee. And then inhale, bring that right arm up and overhead. And reach the arm behind you. Exhale, come all the way back to center. So as you do this on the second side, again, keep that steady rhythm with your breath. But notice if this side is different. Because we have a dominant arm, we might notice a big difference in movement here for the shoulder, or sensation where you're feeling the movement, inhaling and exhaling. That's important to just notice that. Good, so we'll do one more this side. Inhale, sweep that arm all the way up and around, and then exhale. Bring that arm all the way back to meet the left hand, and then bring that hand right back to the opposite knee. So, or same knee, that right knee. So go ahead, switch the cross of your legs, opposite leg in front. We'll do just a few more things here for the shoulders. So inhale, float both arms up this time. As you exhale, take a twist to your right. Let the left hand come in front, the right hand come behind you. You can place this front hand to rest on that right thigh if you'd like, but think of keeping a nice vertical axis of the spine, collarbones wide, so we're still getting that stretch across the collarbones, and then think of drawing the muscles between the shoulder blades a little bit towards the spine. So we're getting that opening through the front of the body. Make sure you're breathing. Full inhales, long exhales. As you take your next inhale, lengthen the spine, untwist, float the arms all the way up, find neutral here, and now exhale, twist to your left. So now left hand behind you, right hand either can be reaching to the front of your mat or reaching towards that left knee or thigh. Nice length in your spine. Full breaths in, long breaths out. And again, make sure you're not twisting or leaning to the side. If you feel like it's difficult to reach the fingertips down, you don't want to collapse down here. So again, maybe bring that hand to rest on that left thigh. If you have yoga blocks, you can always put a block in front and back to rest the hands on. Inhale and exhale, and then inhale, lengthen up, untwist, float the arms all the way up. This time as you exhale, release the hands down behind you. Two options here. You can either take hold of opposite elbows or interlace the fingers like so and press down through the knuckles. So either holding onto opposite elbows or pressing down through the knuckles to get, again, a little bit of opening through the front of the body. Inhale and exhale. If it feels comfortable, you can take your gaze a little up. No crunching in the back of the neck. If that doesn't work for your neck, keep your chin parallel towards the mat and just feel that opening through the front of the shoulders. Front of the chest, and the shoulders. And then release the hands again, float the arms all the way up. Exhale, release the hands down. So we're going to come to all fours now. So whatever you have to sit on, you can move that out of the way. If you do know that we're going to do some lunges, so if you know you need a little support for your knee, you can always unfold your blanket, make it thin, and use it under the knees if you'd like. So let's come to all fours. As you settle into your table pose, make sure that your wrists are below your shoulders, your knees are below your hips, crown of the head lengthening forward. So we start in a neutral spine here. Inhale and exhale. And then warming up the spine a little bit with our cat and cow. As you exhale, round your spine up towards the ceiling, let the head release down, aiming towards your mat, draw that lower belly in and up. And then inhale, let the pelvis tip forward, lift the heart and the sternum, gaze forward and up. Come to your cow pose. So do that a few times with the breath. Exhaling and inhaling. Good. Keep that going. Exhale and inhale. Good. Once more here. Exhale and inhale. And then this time as you come back to exhale, come back to neutral. We're going to do a little release here for the knee and for the hip. So from table pose, just bring your left knee a little and left foot, lower leg a little off the mat. And then just start to make a little circle here with the knee. So you can circle one direction. Keep your core engaged. This is a great workout too for keeping core stability. And then circle the other direction with your knee. And don't make the circle so big that you lose alignment with your pelvis. You want the pelvis to be nice and level here. And then you can even just take that knee and swing it a little side to side. And then we'll do the same thing with the second leg. So land your left leg back down, pick the right knee and foot up again, just an inch or two off the mat. And then again, you can start with the swing or with the circle, whatever feels best for you. We're going to do all three variations, 2 circles, circle each direction, and that knee side to side. The little circles, one direction, the other direction, keep breathing. And again, that knee a little side to side. And then come back to center and come back to your table pose. Now bring your hands in front of your shoulders. Make sure the hands are at least shoulder distance apart, maybe even a tiny bit wider. Press into the fingertips, the base of the knuckles. Curl your toes under. Lift your knees a couple inches off the mat. Keeping your knees bent, send your sit bones up and back. Come to a bent knee downward facing dog. So really press into the fingertips, the base of the knuckles. Think of lifting up from the hinge of the hips, so we're sending those sit bones up towards the ceiling. You can paddle through the feet a little bit here, press down through one heel, the opposite heel. And then come back to stillness. You can keep the knees a little bent or straighten the legs if that feels okay for you. And we're going to do that same idea we just did from all fours. So bend your right knee a little bit, pick that heel up off the mat, and then same thing. We're just going to let that leg swing a little side to side. And then you can make little circles here with the knee one direction, the other direction. And then come back to center. Now inhale, both feet on the ground. Once again, now wade into your left heel, Inhale, lift the right leg up, bend your right knee, step your right leg forward to a lunge, lower the back knee down and curl the toes. So make sure your right heel is underneath the knee. Find your alignment here. Press into both feet. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up and overhead. Exhale, release the hands down, bring both hands to your right knee. So we're going to do a similar idea to what we did seated from with our little movement we did with the arms. So starting with the left arm, you're going to inhale, bring that arm diagonally up and around just like we did when we were seated. Exhale, bring it all the way back to meet the right knee. So inhale, sweep that arm all the way up and around, and exhale. Bring it back to center. Good. One more time, this direction. And exhale. Now switching hands. So this time the right hand is going to sweep up and around and directly behind us. And then exhale, reach it up and around. So we did that diagonal on the left arm. For the right arm, I just want you to sweep it forward, twist, and around so that it's parallel to your mat. And then exhale, bring it all the way back to that right knee. One more time. Inhale, open it to the right, and exhale. Bring it back down. Now both hands down to the mat. Curl your back toes under, lift your back knee, step back to a plank pose. So wrists under shoulders, press through the heels. You can always do a knee down plank if that's better for your shoulders and your lower back. Now sit bones up and back to your downward facing dog once again. So bend the knees or legs straight, your option. Lift that, bend that right knee a little bit more, lift that left heel, and then left toes off the mat, and just do that same thing. Just that little swing of that leg side to side. Again, think we're moving in this hip socket here. That's where we want that movement to come from. And then do a little circle, one direction. And again, don't make your circle so big that your hips get out of alignment. Circle the other direction. And then land that foot back down in your downward facing dog for a moment. Wait until the right heel. Inhale, lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, step forward with that left leg to your lunge. Lower the right knee down. Now, if your foot doesn't get all the way there, just help it to step forward and curl your back toes. Make sure the left heel is underneath the knee. Come up with the hands again resting on that knee, that thigh. And then we'll start again now, right hand. So inhale, reach the right arm diagonally back as you twist and release behind you. Exhale, come all the way back. Inhale, opening up to the right as you sweep that arm diagonally behind you. And then exhale, bring it back to the left knee. One more time like that. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. Now switching to the left arm. So again, the left arm is just going to come forward, up and around as you twist to your left. Exhale, bring it all the way back to that left knee. Inhale, opening up to the left, and exhale. Good, once more. So again, we're creating stability in the hips, supporting us in this lunge. We're moving and opening up through the shoulders, and you should feel a little bit of it in the core too. So inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, the hands release down, curl the back toes under, lift the back knees, step back to your plank pose. Inhale and exhale. Now sit bones up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, weight into the left leg. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Step your right leg forward between your hands this time. Pivot on the back foot. Take your left arm, sweep it forward, up and around. Come into warrior two. Arms out by your side. Check in with your alignment here. So right toes are pointing towards the short edge of your mat. Back toes turned in slightly. Arms out by your side. Nice vertical alignment of your spine. Inhale and exhale. So again, we're going to do a little work here, hips and shoulders. So as you inhale, lengthen through the fingertips. As you exhale, straighten your front leg, turn the palms forward, bring the arms down behind you, draw the shoulder blades together. And then inhale, bend the knee, come back to that warrior two. So we'll do that a couple times. Exhale, bring the arms behind you, straighten the front leg, draw the shoulder blades together. Inhale. Once again, exhale. And inhale. Now this time, exhale, straighten the legs, turn the palms up, bring the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, come back to your warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, bring the arms down behind you, draw the shoulder blades together. Inhale, exhale, back to your warrior two. Inhale again, arms up. Exhale again, warrior two. One more time here. Inhale, turn the palms forward, draw the shoulder blades towards the spine. Back to center. And now this time, straighten your front leg, hands to the hips, turn your right toes in, turn your left toes out. Bend the knee again, make sure you have that vertical alignment, arms out by your side. We'll do that same little sequence on this side. So make sure your left knee is right over top of the heel, not too far forward. Inhale and exhale. Good, so inhale, straighten the legs, sweep the arms back behind, draw the shoulder blades towards the spine. Exhale, back to your warrior two. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades towards the spine, palms face forward for that opening through the chest. Exhale, back to warrior two. Once again, inhale and exhale. Now this time, inhale, straighten the front leg, bring the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, bring the arms down. Back to warrior two. Good. Once again, turn the palms up. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale the arms behind you, straighten the front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten your front leg again, hands to the hips. Turn your left toes in, turn your right toes out. This time we're going to walk the right foot a little to the right. Turn the hips back towards the front of the mat. Bring the arms up, bend the knees, bring both hands down to the mat, come onto the toes of your back foot. Step back to your plank pose. Inhale and exhale. Draw lower belly in and up, sit bones up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Release the knees down to the mat, uncurl the toes, send the hips back towards the heels. Option here as we settle into a child pose. Your arms can be in front. You can take your hands, make fists with the hands and let your head rest on your hands. If you have a yoga block, you can use a block under the forehead. If it's comfortable, you can have the forehead to the mat, the hands back beside the feet. Let's take a few breaths here. And then as you're ready, slowly come up to a seated position. You can come up and sit on your heels if that's comfortable. You could come back to that cross-legged position sitting on your blanket or your cushion. But again, close the eyes for just a few more moments. Just notice how you feel. Notice if you feel like you're sitting a little taller, feeling a little bit more opening through the chest and a little bit more of the shoulders on the back of the body. Again, noticing sensation in the hips, maybe in the core. And as you're ready, gently let the eyes open. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that little sequence. Again, great for kind of releasing a little tension and tightness in the shoulders. And of course, we always want to focus on both mobility and stability for the hips, which that little sequence worked on both. So thanks so much again for joining me today. Check out Grey Horse Yoga in the info section below. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'd love to see you sometime soon in the saddle or on the mat. Thanks. Bye-bye.